Alright, last countdown of the day. Last top 10 of the day. I swear. Top 10 favorite animated TV shows. So, as of course, honorable mentions. Stack here we have Thundercats. Almost made the list. But I didn't put it on the list because, well, I enjoyed watching it as a kid. As an adult, I remember my friend and I were over at his place. And we tried watching it. We both fell asleep. So, yeah. Rocko's Modern Life. I still watch this on the Nick Rewind block on Teen Nick sometimes. You know, nostalgia. Good show. Another show I watch on that Rewind is Rugrats, followed by Doug. Do 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 do. We have Hong Kong Phooey, which I realized should have been after this one, which is Hey Arnold, another one I watch on that Rewind block. Which they only seem to play the animated ones, but Beavis and Butthead. Good show, but I couldn't put it on my top 10. Rick and Morty. Interesting story with this. One day I was playing 2K18, right? And I was just playing, I needed something on TV, so I put on Cartoon Network. And this was on, I ended up getting into this show. So, yeah. Freakazoid, the Freakazoid, Freakazoid. I should have put Animaniacs and Tiny Toons on this list, but I didn't. Regardless, good show. And Superman the Animated Series. It was a struggle to keep this up the list, but as you'll see, I got 2 other DC animated properties on my top 10 list. Now we start with the top 10 list. Kate can't really cover. No, that ruins the... I don't know. We'll just do it here. We start with Justice League and Justice League Unlimited all together. It's all basically the same show, just a little bit different towards the end there. Decent show, continuing the Batman and Superman animated series. I forgot to put Batman Beyond it as an honorable mention as well. But a very good series. Great storylines, great voice acting, great animation, just great all over. Number 9, The Real Adventures of Johnny Quest. Now, I probably should have put the original Johnny Quest as honorable mention, but you know, I was trying to get this done. The original Johnny Quest, I didn't see the original Johnny Quest when I first saw this. I saw this, and it was like, yeah, that's awesome. Then I watched the original one night on a Boomerang block, and I was like, it's okay, it's okay. This one is awesome. The 3D animation, which is terrible, but was cool for the time. Very good stories. A darker kind of storyline. Just very good overall. Zoinks, like, ScoobyDoo's next. Sorry. Number 8 is ScoobyDoo. I really thought this would be lower on the list, but number 8. Still love watching this today. I got a Scooby-Doo shirt. You all saw me have. I should have worn that for this video. But yeah, it's a very good show. And just the comedy still lands. I still enjoy it, even as an adult. Number 7 is Gargoyles. In a time where Disney was trying to be cute and fluffy with their shows like DuckTales and Gummy Bears and Bonkers and Goof Troop and all those shows. I'm missing one. Tailspin and stuff like that. Darkwing Duck, which was a little dark, but this came along and blew them all out of the water. A dark, grim look at society and gargoyles, and just, whew. I have to cast a Star Trek The Next Generations in this. Jonathan Frakes is the voice of Xanatos, and Keith David is the voice of Goliath. A very good show. Kind of want to revisit this, but yeah, very good. Number 6 is XMen, the animated series. I had to choose between this and SpiderMan to be in the top 5, and I chose, you'll see, SpiderMan, because this one, it's good, but I feel like I watched SpiderMan more than I did this. But it's still a good show. The animation was great, the voice acting on point, and just the storylines they had. Better than the stuff they did in the movies. Even the good ones. Days of Future Past, done much better in this than in the live action version. We gotta have Wolverine go back to the past because Wolverine's the star. I mean, Bishop was the one that went back to the past in this one, but like, Bishop was a minor character in the future past. But you just get, top 5 now. Number 5 is DuckTales. Ooh. Again, the pop. That Michael Jackson Pepsi got it. But this collection doesn't even have all volumes. I thought it was. No, it's missing volume 4. Because that's a Disney Club exclusive or whatever. I hate that. And they put them on eBay more expensive than the rest because it's a Disney Club exclusive. Anyway, DuckTales was, what I grew up with. I used to love that. The theme song, my grandma would rent me the tapes. Just great. The movie's in here too, and I love the movie. But yeah, DuckTales. Woo! Number 4 is SpiderMan, the animated series. For me, this was better between this and XMen. It would always be this. Spider-Man's always been my hero to go to when it comes to Marvel. And yeah, just always great. The story, again, same as X-Men. The storylines in this were better than the storylines in any of those Spider-Man movies. Except for maybe the ones that Marvel are doing now with Homecoming and Far From Home. They're doing alright. Although the end of Far From Home is kind of iffy kind of thing. But yeah. Very good writing. Voice acting. Just great. Okay. Number 3 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh, you know how hard it was with these last 3 to figure out which one I wanted to put number 1, because I was a Turtles guy, and then Batman came along, and I was a Batman guy, which I just put my number 2. And then the next thing came along, and I was a That Thing guy. It's just so hard to figure out which one I wanted to do, but this became number 3. It's good over. It's got the goofiness. I've liked every incarnation of Ninja Turtles cartoon except for the new one. I think I gave my reasons on that. I understand it's a primarily black cast or African American cast. I don't want to African American cast, but you make April African American. She doesn't look like African American. She could have been Irma. I mean, come on. She looks like a African American Irma. I just don't like it. Nothing against African American characters, but when you have a character that's been predominantly white, even in the comics, or Caucasian, whatever, and you change it like that, it's dishonoring the legacy, But yeah, Ninja Turtles number 3. Number 2, because I spoiled it, is Batman the Animated Series. Now, like I said, I had a struggle between which I wanted to be number 1. This, Turtles, the other thing. But for me, and it's going in order because I was Turtles first, then Batman Animated Series, then the last one. And I still love each one. And this one, very good storylines. I can't say I've read anything that they've done in the movies. The first 2 Batmans are actually pretty good. As much as I've hated on Batman Returns for the longest time, those 2 are on par with this. The Dark Knight series is kind of separate because this was based off of the Michael Keaton Batman movies, and Schumacher screwed him up. Batman Forever is okay. Batman Robin, forget about it. But this is on par with those first 2 films. Maybe not as dark as Batman Returns, but still on par. The Penguin's still creepy. Legendary performance with Mark Hamill as the Joker and Kevin Conroy as Batman. Absolutely great. Number 2. And number 1 is Dragon Ball Z. Sorry, I had to move this. It's Dragon Ball Z. You know, the anime started with Dragon Ball, which I watched when I was younger, and this came along, it was kick-ass, and went out there and just did its thing, and it's still got a legacy today with Dragon Ball Super, which is just as good as this, I think. And yeah, okay, if you haven't noticed something's going on here, this thing is back, and I want to know why. Dragon Ball Z is number 1. What'd you think of my list? What is going on here? What? Well, there's a note. Watch me. Review me. Tell them about me. A review, huh? Well, if I'm going to review this, then I need to review some Dragon Ball Z movies that can show you how a good Dragon Ball Z movie can be. So it looks like I'm doing the Dragon Ball Z movies, which I'm going to include the 4 Dragon Ball movies. The Dragon Ball Z movies are, I think there's 13. The Dragon Ball Super movies, which I count as 3, even though Battle of the Gods and Resurrection F are technically under the Dragon Ball Z banner. They're just, you know, what Dragon Ball Super will become. The first 2 parts of Dragon Ball Super rehash the movies in a longer format. And then the Dragon Ball GT movie that came out after that, as well as this one. So, I have a task ahead of me. I will start tomorrow, because I got the Doctor Who thing tonight, and after that I'm probably just going to do the review and go to bed. So, Dragon Ball movies. Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball. You have Dragon Ball? You have a Dragon Ball? Well, there's that. What did you think of my list? Let me know your list of your top 10 favorite animated shows. I know I didn't include stuff like Robot Chicken and stuff like that, but I wanted to include stuff from my past when I was a youngster and stuff, so let me know in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you for the Dragon Ball Z-a-thon. Night.